Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is your host with the most, White Boy 7th Street, and welcome back to some more Battlefield 1 early multiplayer gameplay. I hope you've been enjoying all the BF1 early content here on my channel, and I hope you subscribe because we have a lot more coming. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about my transition over to Battlefield this year. I want to address both the Battlefield community and Call of Duty community. There's been positive and negative experiences with both communities, and I do have a lot of Call of Duty fans, and I will say this: I'm going to try Infinite Warfare. I think this might cause some drama in the comment section down below, but Advanced Warfare was at least fun for a week or two, and COD 4, it's a dream come true, and I'm going to play it and give it its chance. But I don't think a game from 2007 is going to compete with a game next generation, something that the community has been craving for a while, a World War I, World War II shooter. And I always say World War II shooter when referencing Battlefield 1 because I don't think anyone expected a World War I shooter, and a lot of people wanted a World War II shooter. We didn't even think it was possible to go back into World War I because it wasn't really done too much in the genre before, and DICE blew us away with this incredible game. And I want to address probably the vocal minority of people in the Battlefield community, especially in my comments, because when I went to this Battlefield capture event, the entire community, from YouTubers, streamers, the developers, the community managers, just people in the community, they were so welcoming and nice to me that I don't think this reflects the entire Battlefield community. And by the way, those anti-vehicle or anti-tank grenades are so powerful. If you get them anywhere close to a tank, it absolutely destroys it. It's pretty sick. But I don't think these comments are what the entire Battlefield community thinks. But I have to address them because I like looking at the comment section, especially in these Battlefield videos, because I want to get the community's feedback and opinions. And some people are saying, go back to COD, faggot, and now that COD is dead, you want to swap over to Battlefield. And I'm going to agree, yeah, I want to play games that I enjoy and I have fun with, and I haven't had fun with Call of Duty for the last few years. I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy. Some of these Battlefield people are cruel. They're saying, like, play COD for the next 2 years? I can't. Are we so far apart as gamers that I can't switch over and have fun on Battlefield? And I think a lot of people would really welcome not only me, but the Call of Duty players who are coming over. And like it or not, there's got to be a lot of them Battlefield players, and that's why I'm the self-appointed Call of Duty community ambassador for all the people transitioning over to Battlefield 1 this year. And I think the older people in the community that I talk to are really looking forward to and ready to embrace the Call of Duty people coming over, as they did me personally, because the YouTube views are going to go up, Twitch views are going to go up, the community's got to grow, it's got to be bigger and better, and most importantly, the Battlefield community could sit down and punish the Call of Duty little kids for being shitlords over the last few years, and absolute little demon childs. You need to punish these people, all right? They're not going to understand bullet drop. They're not going to understand squad spawning or the importance of flags and playing the objective, or vehicles for that matter. It's got to be a glorious time for the Battlefield community, just destroying a lot of people in the COD community. And here's the famous Snoop Dogg killed me thing right here. Now, I throw this grenade. A lot of comments said like Snoop Dogg was hotboxing in the tank because all that smoke. I guess my grenade that I threw kind of made that a little bit more clear and cool. Anyways, this is a huge point and reason why I'm switching over to Battlefield this year, because I saw the respect the developers gave the YouTubers and streamers. At the end of this event, they sat down for 30 minutes, an hour, and answered questions, took feedback and suggestions from members of the community. They had a discussion. They sat us all down. It was really nice. Now, on the opposite side, with David Vandahar and Call of Duty, he makes fun of us for not only promoting his game and being passionate about his game, but he belittles us for being YouTubers. And it's so disrespectful. And they never listen to the feedback or the suggestions. They in fact go against what we want in the black market with supply drops. They cheat the consumer year after year. There's been so many things that Call of Duty has done to the Call of Duty community that is so distasteful and just total bullshit. And I'm done with it. I'm sick of it. And I can't continue to support the model. And this is why I'm switching over this year to Battlefield. I don't want to be a part of the Call of Duty train anymore. It's so fucking stupid. Here's what frustrates me the most and why I'm going over to Battlefield this year. It's a simple question. Why are the best Call of Duties on the PS3 and Xbox One? And now they're hacked and unplayable, but at the time, they still hold up to be the best Call of Duties. And I was expecting Call of Duty to take another leap like it did initially with Call of Duty 4. It changed the first-person shooter genre forever. Modern Warfare 2, it upped the game again with customizable kill streaks, and it was just freaking epic. Black Ops 1 was an improvement, and then Black Ops 2 was like one step forward and two steps back. Like Black Ops 2, the menu system and the Codcaster mode, there were so many cool things in Black Ops 2, but it never really took that extra step. And then we were waiting, next generation there. You have a lot more memory, a lot more gigabits and all types of stuff. Instead of using that technology to improve the engine like DICE has, and the Frostbite engine has been better and better each and every year, instead of increasing the graphics or doing anything, they use that memory for supply drops and bullshit in the game. I'm sick of all the bullshit in Call of Duty, and it's not going to change. I've done what I can to address the problems in the community. The community developers laugh at me and say ask for likes on my YouTube videos and belittle me. I don't think my suggestions are going through the hard heads of Activision, okay? They are stuck in their way. They know what they're doing. They're making their millions of dollars every year, but they could be making so much more. And I'm just done supporting them, guys. I can't do it anymore. I will play the recent Call of Duties, as I said, but the game, like, it sickens me to play the new Call of Duties. I can't physically do it. It makes me, like, cringe as I'm playing the game. I don't know what video games aren't supposed to make you fucking cringe, but Battlefield, I'm into it. I'm feeling it. I'm sweating even looking at this gameplay. Are you kidding me? I want to play video games that I like playing, and that shouldn't be punishable by the YouTube comment section. And these guys are jerk-offs, all right? And I know there's been so much support from Battlefield members, from the developers. Like, dude, a developer came up to me and said, I appreciate your trolling of the Battlefield and COD players. You know how much that meant to me? Are you kidding me? Like, I love trolling, and especially, like, dude, for people to understand that, I gain so much respect for that guy, for so many people in the Battlefield community, just coming up to me, giving me tips and tricks on how to, like, what button, like, certain things are on the keyboard. They didn't have to do anything like that. They came up to me before I even said anything to them, and they're like, oh, white boy, you're an OG, gave me some respect, and that goes a long way for me. And then they told me some hush-hush things about, you know, other maps and other things and other this, other that. They got to play a little bit more, and they told me about it, and that was so welcoming and so cool for me personally. And one of the biggest things that I appreciated with the Battlefield community, they put up with me comparing Battlefield 1 to Call of Duty, and I did it like 5 times because that's what I know. That's what I've been playing, and that's what I can compare it to. And to be fair, they are very similar games where the PlayStation and Xbox versions hold a majority of the players. I'm switching over to PC this year as well, I think. I've been loving the keyboard and mouse, and I'm just getting older. Battlefield is an older game, right? I think I'm just getting a little bit older and a little bit more mature that I want to switch over to an older, more mature game in Battlefield. And I think that's just the circle of life, and I think a lot of people are going to be coming along. The hardcore people on Battlefield are on PC. The PC community on Call of Duty is pretty much worthless, and I didn't mean to call you guys worthless if you are playing COD on PC. I meant It's pretty low. Advanced Warfare, I believe there are 7,000 people on during launch night. Right now, I'm betting it's like 60 or something very, very, very small. That's what I meant. Not worthless, but very small. And I think I'm going to be one of the few people who's transitioned over from COD on console to Battlefield on PC. I might play it on PS4. I mean, Xbox One's the best way to play it with the early content and early access. So I might play it on Xbox One. I don't know where I'm going to play it. Let me know in the comments down below. Where are you playing Battlefield 1 this year? And let me know, am I making a mistake transitioning over to Battlefield? Is it going to be hard for me? I mean, there's been a great feedback on my first Battlefield videos. Yes, it is early content, which is nice, and people are hyped and searching for Battlefield 1 gameplay, but they've been enjoying the content that goes along with it, even though I was making most of those videos in like a hotel room. Now I'm back at home and I can kind of sit down and make a commentary with my nice mic, and then you can hear me sound like a little pig in my deviated septum, fucking nostrils. Anyways, I want to wrap this video up by saying thank you, Battlefield community, for welcoming me and being nice and open and warm and showing me that you are the bigger men, not physically, but you know, that's a bigger man move to make, to welcome somebody that, one, I was kind of talking shit about Battlefield for years, just as a Call of Duty like competitive person, and you know, I was saying I was gonna score the best and this and that. I did all right. I killed Doom right there. Doom's a pretty respectable player. And like afterwards, people like came up to me, said GG, and like I held my own. And I don't know, I just feel that the Battlefield community was very nice, and I could see myself liking that. And not like the Call of Duty community. There's people exposing people left and right. There's always drama. And to finish this video off, I'm not going anywhere, Call of Duty community. I'll be here playing Battlefield, and I think a lot of you guys are going to come along with me and play Battlefield with me. That being said, we're going to give COD 4 a chance. We're going to give Infinite Warfare a chance, but it's going to be so hard with Titanfall 2, Battlefield 1, both the Call of Duties coming out within a course of, I want to say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. It's gonna be insane. I don't know how I'm gonna balance it all, and I gotta focus on what's gonna be best for my health. And I mean, if you like it or not, like being a YouTuber, you have to sit down and play for hours upon hours, and sometimes when you're not feeling the game, one, you start not playing for hours and hours. That's why I'm not playing Black Ops 3 whatsoever. I haven't picked it up in 3 months. But like once you play for a while, like it starts to like bring you down emotionally. And I gotta say, playing this game, I was brought up emotionally. I was feeling my testosterone levels going to an all new high, and it was just an incredible experience that I had so much fun with. And I think I'm gonna focus a majority of my time on Battlefield, but at the same time, I will give Call of Duty a chance. Please leave a like on this video. It does help me out a lot. And thank you for watching 13 minutes of me talking about why I'm switching over to Battlefield this year. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think?